The next one is Curriculum Programming Committee and Alumni Association. Mr. Fishel?
There's a couple things that I would like to present today. And also, let's go back to the alumni. There's a scholarship program from the Men of Honor. Some of these guys are here today. And the Men of Honor Social Club is looking to assist young men in their pursuit of higher learning, be that in a university or a technical or trade school setting. Applicants should fill out the attached scholarship application form, which I will give and get to the school, and have it signed by their guidance counselor. Special consideration will be given to those young men raised in a single-parent household and those facing financial hurdles. Other considerations include past school performance, awards and achievements, extracurricular activities, volunteerism and community service, and membership in groups and organizations. And so the amount tentatively is $3,000, and there may be further discussion on that, but right now that's the Men of Honor Scholarship Program. Coming back to the SEL program that was brought into Riverside, I'm going to read part of an article, and actually part of two articles. Social emotional learning, SEL, is in government schools and education circles today, but its origins in the occult have been largely obscured so far. The truth was hiding in plain sight all along. The Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, CASEL, the parent company that sold Riverside the responsive classroom program, one of the leading outfits promoting SEL, reveals a great deal about the nature of SEL on its website. According to the history of SEL offered by CASEL, even the very term social emotional learning was developed during a meeting held at the Fetzer Institute. No further details are provided on CASEL's website about this. However, even a brief amount of research shows the mention of Fetzer Institute is just the tip of a massive iceberg. Indeed, the New Age Institute boldly proclaims that its primary mission is spiritual, supposedly aimed at helping build a new spiritual foundation for a loving world. This spiritual foundation, though, is not Christian or anything remotely compatible with Christianity or Judeo-Christian principles. Rather, it is based on the occult, New Age teachings of individuals such as Lucifer Publishing Company founder Alice Bailey, self-proclaimed herald of world teacher Benjamin Creme, and other gurus. The Fetzer organization keeps a relatively low profile, but author Brian Wilson blew the lid off Fetzer and his agenda in the book John E. Fetzer and the Quest for the New Age. Wilson showed Fetzer was such a zealous disciple of Bailey who claimed to receive special revelations from spirits, known as ascended masters. These are dead people that she says communicate with her. That he would host sessions at the Institute where Bailey's great invocation would be recited. Bailey long expressed a special interest in the education of children. In her book, Education in the New Age, Bailey's supposed ascended masters revealed that the coming world government she predicted would synthesize Marxism with neo-scholasticism through a process achieved using the education methods pioneered by socialist John Dewey, the founding father of progressive education. Plenty of powerful individuals and organizations aside from self-procurers have seized on these ideas. United Nations Assistant Secretary General Robert Mueller, not the Robert Mueller in the investigations, even based his World Core curriculum on the teachings of Bailey and her ascended masters. He admitted in the foreword to the curriculum's teacher's manual. Values being taught using SEL are very much in line with Bailey, Mueller, and other procurers of New Age progressive views. Everything from globalism and social justice are being marketed to children under the guise of SEL, as its promoters openly admit. After an initial response from CASEL offering to make somebody available for an interview, neither the Fetzer Institute nor CASEL responded to multiple requests for comment. So that's one article, and this one is,
Excuse me, I guess I want to understand, was this the part of the committee meeting, or was there not a committee?
oh, there wasn't a committee meeting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess at this point in our agenda, it's really about reporting what was discussed in a committee meeting for everybody to understand
Yeah,
and
just
make
bringing
sure.
curriculum information, because this is what we're now teaching in the school,
Okay.
in our district.
Mr. Fishel, what article is that? Who wrote it?
I can get that to you, because I don't have it written out here. I typed it out in double space, so it's easier to read. So I'll get that to you. And this is just an update on SEL with Ohio Value Voters. Calls on the Ohio State Board of Education to immediately rescind their strategic plan that includes SEL as one of their 4 learning domains. Based on evidence provided by Protect Ohio Children Coalition, Ohio's education system is putting families in danger by promoting SEL frameworks and programs. So it undermines parental rights. So the SEL program, part of our curriculum, and that's what I'm talking about, is part of our curriculum, may instruct children they have rights to confidentiality and privacy from their parents and not tell their parents what they are being taught about in school. Promotes data collection. And I don't know if we've gotten the data collection here. I don't think so yet, but this is part of their whole program. Government databases are collecting data on students to follow them for life, to measure outcomes for the working classes of society and the collective good. Parents have not consented to this data collection, and many responses are private information best suited between a counselor and a patient. Phone apps, among others, are also being used for students to provide data. Impersonates mental health services, and I have brought this up in a curriculum meeting that we had when I did a presentation. Many SEL programs are designed to shape the child's developing brain to accept particular world views regarding sexuality, racial attitudes, and other social issues under the guise of providing a mental health benefit. Promotes psychological evaluations by unqualified teachers. Interventions may be prescribed by a teacher with limited training that may adversely impact a student's permanent data file. Lack of education resources can mean that their evaluations are administered by untrained or poorly trained personnel. And what I said here was, I'm sure all the teachers aren't psychologists. Involves problematic privacy policies. May disclose student data that could be used against parents in regard to the personal choices they make for their children. If situations are detected regarding gender, sexual orientation, or other sexual rights violations, this could become a window for family disruption or even separation. It promotes activism and allegiance and division. SEL is promoted as the lever for equity and social justice. Critical race theory and Marxist lessons are taught regarding oppression, oppressors, intersectionality, race, gender, and religion in ways that promote illegal sectarian concepts. Community organizing events and after-school programs are routinely promoted. So I can forward these articles to you, Jim, so you can know where they came from. And that's all I have.